The U.S. launched a military operation inside Venezuela in early January 2026, conducting strikes and capturing Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife. The Trump administration says this was part of a campaign against narco-terrorism and to remove Maduro's regime. The operation included strikes around Caracas and was described by the U.S. as targeting drug networks and terrorism threats. President Trump has publicly stated that the U.S. is in charge of Venezuela and plans to manage the country's transition. Maduro has been brought to the United States and is reportedly facing charges there. Oil and economy. Control of Venezuela's vast oil resources is a central element of the conflict. The U.S. claims it will sell Venezuelan oil on world markets, and President Trump has said Venezuela will send 30 to 50 million barrels to the U.S. and possibly maintain long-term export arrangements. 2 oil tankers linked to Venezuelan exports, one Russian-flagged, were seized by the U.S. amid sanctions and blockades. Venezuela ongoing situation inside Venezuela. An interim president, Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, has been installed with U.S. backing, though there's debate about legitimacy and broad international recognition. The new government has announced releasing detainees as a gesture of reconciliation, but human rights groups say many prisoners remain. Globe showing Europe-Africa global reaction and controversy. The intervention has sparked international criticism. Protests in South Africa and condemnations from other governments argue the action violates international law and Venezuelan sovereignty. China and other major powers have denounced the U.S. move as shocking and illegal, reports circulating widely. Firecracker: what it means. This episode represents not just diplomatic tension, it's an active, ongoing geopolitical crisis involving military action, legal controversy, and strategic oil interests. The U.S. says it's combating narcotics and terrorism. Critics call it an illegal regime change and a violation of Venezuela's sovereignty. Today, camera with flash: key recent developments these images relate to. The U.S. military carried out strikes in Venezuela and captured President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, flying them to New York where he's facing federal charges. This was announced by the U.S. government. Photos from the operations show U.S. military figures and officials briefing media about the actions taken. The U.S. has also seized oil tankers tied to Venezuela, escalating tensions with Russia.